Hey, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm here. I want to make a quick video showing what my personal most underrated weapon in the game is. I chose a Jacobs weapon. I've seen some people make this trend years ago when the game was more relevant. Borderlands 2. I've seen Dirtchlins make a video, and I think his gun was the Sloth. And Demon, I think, did one, and I think his gun was the Kerr Blaster. But I wanted to give my opinion because I don't see too many people giving this gun love, and I'm doing the Striker. Like I've seen a lot of like underrated weapon videos, and I've never seen this one come up. But this is a legendary Jacobs shotgun that came with the base game. It's got a Hyperion barrel, which is locked with, which sucks because the Hyperion barrels do a lot less damage. As you can see, compared to a coach gun, which is a non-unique with a matching barrel, has about 1,000,000 times 15, and this one's got less than half of that at 900,000 times 7. And so you're not going to be able to have the same base damage as other ones like the quad or the coach gun. So I'll just try to make this brief. The thing that makes it really cool, I'm going to shoot from back here, is a tight spread. That was 2 shots. I'm going to try to get 1 shot. Okay, that was 1 shot. Very, very tight spread at this distance, which is really good for a Jacobs shotgun for having such amazingly high damage. I'm going to go back here with the coach gun, about the same distance back. And that's huge area compared to that. And so when you're using a Jacobs coach gun, say, and you're back here, you know, you're trying to get a headshot, most of the ammo is actually not even going to hit where you're aiming. It's going to go around the critical hit spot. Whereas with this gun back here, insanely tight spread, it's going to be, you're still going to get the weapon's full damage from this distance back. And this gun, I've tested it a ton of times. It has a lot of good one-shot potential with Zero. With other characters who aren't Zero, who can't one-shot as well, you're going to rely more on the gun's really high DPS because it only consumes 1 ammo per shot. And so you can spray a lot with it without consuming a lot of ammo. With this Allegiance Relic, it's got 7. So, like that, for example, would do crazy high damage to a very strong enemy, like a badass Lunatic or a Constructor or something like that. So all of the Jacobs shotguns in this game are very, very good. And let's say the Triquetra, the Twister, Hydra, Quad, Coach, or not the Coach, yeah, the Coach gun, Orphan Maker, just to name a few. They're very consistently very, very good. And I would say that the Striker is not one that falls behind the other ones. I've tested it. I've even seen people who are very good at this game use it at OP10 for challenges and stuff. It's really good. This is one that's very easy to farm, kind of like the Maggie. So I will use a Striker when I'm getting through the first few levels of Digistruct Peak, because you can get one like every level if you want. And it does enough damage to get me through the first few levels. I might be able to use it at the higher levels of Digistruct Peak, but at that point I would prefer one with the higher base damage. So now I'm going to do some gameplay. I'll start in Lynchwood, and I may go somewhere else after. Be right back. Alright, what's up, people? Now for the Striker gameplay. I'm just using a couple slab weapons, killer class mod, transfusions, and on a totally unrelated note, if you never try the Sham Shield, Lynchwood's a really good place to try it. You can actually get shot at a ton and just absorb all the ammo and not get hit at all. Just watch out for damage over time and melee attacks and barrels and stuff, but you'll be able to see in this video, I get away with getting shot at quite a lot. This is the toughest enemy here, pretty much, so that was really good. It is harder at that range to use. Also, just so you know, I accidentally put 1 point into Unforeseen, so it's not going to do very much damage. I have really low health right now. Not totally sure what downed me right there, but oh, that was such a good back fight for your life, second wind. That was pretty cool.
How hilarious. You just set off my trap card. Your death approaches. Goodbye. I enjoyed that.
I'd like to remind you folks not to cut down anyone hanging from my gallows. The next time you see me, gallows.
Alright, that's gonna finish up the gameplay for Lynchwood. I'm gonna go find a high health enemy somewhere, maybe a constructor or a boss, and I'm gonna go fight a mini boss with it, and so I'll be right back for that. Alright, what's up? I'm back again. I'm in Opportunity. I'm gonna try to kill this constructor, but there's a lot of enemies shooting at me. This is a pretty tight spot, so I'm not 100% positive that I'll make it, but I'll try.
How hilarious. You just set off my trap card. Your death approaches. Good.
So as you can see right there, that was amazing amount of damage, I guess. I might not be able to get up here. Whatever. So as you can see there, when I managed to land all of my shots right after my deception, it took out a good fraction of his health, maybe like 70% of his health, in one magazine. Maybe I'm exaggerating. It might have been similar to that, but yep. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching this one.